Blood Green. And this should be some kind of fight. Of course, Mitch Green is a former New York Golden Gloves champion. He's known for his left jab. He has which is really his best punch. His left jab is a lot like yours, Larry, in that his left jab is a punch, and he really delivers it pretty darn good.
Mitch Green got a lot of experience in working with me. He gained a lot of confidence and whatnot. I think it's going to be a good fight. I'll see what he can do.
Let's go up to Frank Shane.
He weighed in at 222.25 pounds, hailing from Chicago. His career record, 15 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw with 13 knockouts. He drew with Joe Frazier. Let's make him welcome Floyd Jumbo Cummings. As his opponent in the red corner, he's wearing white trunks trimmed with black. He weighed in at 219 pounds. He hails from New York City. He's a former New York Golden Gloves champion. His career record, he's undefeated with 11 wins, 8 of these wins coming by the knockout route. Let's welcome Mitch Blood Green. 10 rounds. Referee in the ring at this time, Larry Hazard, counting for the knockdowns at the bell. Referee Paul Venti.
All right, let's listen to Larry Hazard, the ref.
All right, fellas, I want a clean fight. Keep your punches up at all times. No holding, no pushing. When I give you a command to break, I want a clean break.
All right, so you heard what he had to say there. He's telling them about protecting themselves at all times. Larry, how much is this staring battle going on here now? How much does that have an effect in the fight, or does it have any at all?
It don't have anything to do with the opponent. It has something to do with yourself. You're fighting yourself. That's what I do. I change out of the good Larry Holmes into the mean Larry Holmes when I steer.
Okay, here we go. Mitch Blood Green, handled by Carl King as manager. He'll present Bobby Lewis and Slim Robinson in that corner. Certainly a fine group. In the other corner, handling Jumbo Cummings, Primo Lacasa, and Mickey Tericiola. Let's see. Here we go now. Round 1 just underway. You see the Don King logo there with the round 1. Mitch Blood Green from New York, New York. Fighting about 15-minute drive from his hometown. Jumbo Cummings. Big guy. 2 big guys, really, Larry.
Just is. Mitch is very big, you know, and he got that very good left jab.
Holds his hands kind of strange, though. You see the way he drops his hands, kind of flails away with the left, but he does have that lightning left in the face.
Yes, he does. He does that with inexperience, Bob. If you notice Mitch Green, he's still a little kid yet, and he slaps with the right hand and whatnot, but I don't feel that he's going to have he shouldn't anyway have too much problem with Jumbo Cummings because of the height. I found working with Jumbo Cummings in a couple exhibitions that he's very awkward, Bob, and you can't hit him. He might look easy to hit, but he's not as easy to hit as it seems.
8 knockouts and 11 wins for Mitch Green. Excellent left. We've seen it so far. And as Larry pointed out, a bit awkward is the big guy, Jumbo Cummings. When you say a big guy, Mitch Green is just as big. Jumbo's 222. And Mitch is 219, but at that size, those heavy muscles that we talked about, if it goes down the line, and he can really hurt, I would say, Jumbo more than anything. Jumbo again in the blue trunks. Midway through the first round here, coming up to the midway point anyway. And there you see that left again. He works behind the left jab, does Mitch Green. He throws that left, and he has some awkward movement with his feet, and then lets the right hand go.
That's a lot of waste of energy, Bob, when you're just moving around, moving your body when you don't have to move. He just landed a good uppercut on Jumbo that time. Mitch is showing a lot of confidence, and Mitch is a very good fighter, though. He got a lot of potential.
Championship caliber, Larry?
Well, if he get his head together, and I feel that he got a chance. He got as good a chance as any of them out there right now. I would put him in the basket and see what we get.
2 heavyweights. We're in round 1. We're live from the Meadowlands. Bob Sheridan with Larry Holmes. The principals in the ring. Mitch Green.
I'm trying out.
Building up some points here against Floyd Jumbo Cummings here in round 1.
See, if you notice, Jumbo got his hands right up. Don't jab. Not too many of them are really getting inside.
Yo, rhythm. Yo, rhythm.
Bring him up, bring him up.
Larry Hazard, the referee, says, keep him up, gentlemen.
Yo, rhythm. Yo, rhythm.
All right, round one is by the boards. Pretty good round for Mitch Green. Again, the scoring, the 5-point must supplementary to the round system as we go to the corner of Jumbo Cummings, and we'll listen to what they say over there.
You can listen and listen closely, Black. Right? Listen, before you're waiting to hit, then you lift up until right cross. If you throw jab right cross, right, you're waiting too long.
Who won that round? He won?
You're waiting to get hit. You're making him lead first. You lead. Right? Yeah, left uppercut, right cross. Right? Yeah, right. Don't let him get ready.
All right, we'll switch across the way now and see if we can pick up anything from Green's corner. Okay. And as we break over there, we just see that he's filled with plenty of energy. He's hardly puffing at all, Larry.
First round, Bob, is still kind of early yet. These guys get in pretty good shape.
Again, it's Mitch Green in the white trunks, Floyd Jumbo Cummings in the blue trunks. We're live from the Meadowlands on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. So glad that you can be with us. As you know, you'll see a championship fight on every one of Don King Sports and Entertainment Network telecast monthly. It's the only network that you can be sure when you tune in you will see a championship fight. A great credit to the great promoter Don King.
If you notice, Jumbo Cummings is trying to work to the body of Mitch Green, trying to take some of that steam out. Their pace has picked up this round too, Bob. Mitch Green just came out firing with jabs and right hands.
You heard them in the corner, Larry, say to Jumbo, Jumbo wanted to know if he had won that round or not. He said, did I lose that round? And he didn't react too much when they said yes, but I think both of them are trying to pick up the pace a bit. But, of course, it's Mitch Green that's setting the pace.
Yes, he is. And our fighter should never worry about the first round because he got so many more to go. He should just try to get his thing in to be first of all time.
Yo, rhythm.
You usually establish yourself in the first round, though. I know that you feel your opponent out, but even against a guy like Randy Cobb, you knew in the first round that you could do what you wanted. You found that out as the first round progressed. But you didn't try and do anything, get impatient. And I think that's certainly a sign of a smart fighter.
Yeah, you got to take your time. Things will come for you. All you have to do is just put your stuff together. And this is what Mitch Green is doing now. He's trying to put his punches together. He's slapping with that right hand, though. He's not really turning it over. And he don't really have any power behind that.
To this time, Jumbo really hasn't had much of an offense at all. He fights in little spurts, but no power there as he went to the body whatsoever. He hasn't really tried to tee off on a right hand yet, and Mitch Green just taps away there with the left hand, but he scored with a couple of right hands, and it's kind of an interesting fight the way he's going after him, sets everything up off the left jab, and then drops the right in there, sometimes 1, 2, and 3 times before he'll drop the right hand.
See what Jumbo Cummings does, Bob. He throws light punches to the body, and all of a sudden he'll come up with one hard punch, try to take you out of it. He tried to be a slick fighter, very cagey.
Well, 15-3, not a bad record. When you're fighting heavyweights, as you so well know, and all the heavyweight fighters know, it can end. And now he does the right hand. And he has hurt Mitch Green. He really tagged him, just like you said, Larry.
Well, this is what I say. He throws light punches, and all of a sudden he comes up with a good punch. Don't forget, Jumbo Cummings been in there with Joe Frazier, and he knows what he's doing, so he's trying to get Mitch Green to commit himself. And now the punches are starting to take a toll on Mitch Green.
That one really surprised Mitch Green. Mitch kind of wants to be ignited here as we come into the close of round 2. Oh, the right hand scores at the bell again, Larry. I see what you mean. I was looking and mentioning the fact as we go to the corner of Mitch Green that, by golly, Jumbo wasn't doing anything, and you said, watch out, he's cagey. And just as you said it, he did it.
Now listen, huh?
Yes, he is.
Now listen
This is what I was saying. That,
your jab has got to work.
He throws light punches, all of a sudden, comes back with it.
This is Bill Present, who also works in your corner, talking to Mitch Green.
You didn't have the rhythm right there.
Well, Bill, Mitch Green got good people in the corner with Bobby Lewis and Bill Present. Bill Present is one of the best cut men in the world that I consider because he works with me. But
saying? Hold your head up.
I think Mitch Green got to get himself together. Let's watch the replay, Bob.
There's that right hand. It just came from no place, and it really staggered him. And then he tries to get after him in a hurry. He comes, follows up with the left. We'll show you the real big, heavy one now.
Bobby Lewis just told Mitch, do not stand in the position to move out and circle. So if he gets flat foot, Jumbo Cummings got a chance to come on.
Well, by those two big shots in the second round, you'd almost have to give that round to Cummings, so we get a dead even fight again as we go to round 3. And Mitch Green, who has a draw on his otherwise perfect record, he's undefeated with 8 knockouts, found out he's got to, as we mentioned in the first round, watch what he does with those hands. Keep that left hand up there to protect himself against that wild right hand.
Yes, he should. He should stay on the outside and use the jab. Get this guy drunk, then go in for it.
When Larry says drunk, he means hit him with punches. He's not talking about drinking. I got to explain that to everybody, Larry. Get him set up with the punches and then follow up.
Now, see, Mitch is going inside now. He should stay on the outside and take away with that jab, just like he's doing now, and not let Jumbo Cummings out of the corner, and then he'll be able to land that right hand. But again, you got to watch Jumbo Cummings because he's very cagey. He come back with that right hand, which he just took a right hand from Mitch Green.
There's that uppercut again that gets through, and there's a series of punches. Larry Hazzard warns Mitch Green about hanging on and hitting.
And Mitch Green just got hit with a right hand also. There was a trade punch that time. These guys are putting on a good show, Bob. These Jumbo Cummings showing no fear, and Mitch is showing no fear, so they got a good fight here.
And the crowd in attendance, very appreciative boxing fans. This is the first in a series of fights on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network that will be coming to you live from the Meadowlands. And don't forget, coming up, we've got the Cruiserweight Championship fight. S.T. Gordon and Jesse Burnett.
See, Mitch got to be careful because he's going in too close. He should peck away with that left jab while he got Jumbo in the corner and work off. Now he's getting a little bit careless.
One thing, Larry, that I picked up here early going, you think Green would be better off if he did a little sideways movement? Everything is straight on. There's no sideways, no circling at all. He just comes, the two of them are separated. Now watch them come right back together again. There's no movement to the side. It seems like if he took a quick shuffle step off to the right and then try to drop that right hand over the left, he'd be in good shape. But evidently they're not training him that way.
This is what Bobby Lewis told him. He says, stay off on the side, you know. Don't stand there. And Mitch is not listening. He's right in front of the guy. He should be off on the side, sticking and using that jab. As you notice, Jumbo just threw an overhand right to try to take his head off. And those punches shouldn't land. They shouldn't be able to hit Mitch because he should be on the outside.
Closing seconds now, 20 seconds remaining in round 3. Scheduled 10-round heavyweight division. And a good fight to this point. This is kind of a tough round to score. Green more of the aggressive, scoring, I suppose, a few more punches as round 3 ends. Upcoming from Don King, February 20th from San Juan, Puerto Rico, the WBC Featherweight Championship. Juan Laporte versus Ruben Castillo. 12 rounds that'll be. Laporte and Castillo.
You know, Juan Laporte, he's a great fighter, Bob, and he just won that title. He wants to keep it. Really want to prove himself.
WBC Featherweight Championship, Juan Laporte, Ruben Castillo. That'll be coming to you from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We'll go to the corner of Mitch Green here.
Finish with the left hook. You got to finish with the left hook.
Larry, how about these guys that get off the stool in between rounds? Do you go for that? I can't recall.
Sometimes, Bob, I go for it. You know, it all depends how I feel. If I feel that I have a real hard fight, I will sit on the stool and get all the energy, all the rest that I can get. But these guys, Mitch feels good.
All right, here we go. Round 4, Bob Sheridan with the heavyweight champ Larry Holmes doing commentary here. You've got Mitch Green in the white trunks, Floyd Jumbo Cummings in the blue trunks. 4th round, 5-point scoring system, which is supplementary to the by-round scoring system here in the state of New Jersey. The judges, 3 judges, do all the scoring. The referee controls the fight, but has no say in the scoring. Kind of a seesaw battle. I had Green winning the 1st and 3rd rounds, Cummings winning the 2nd round.
Jumbo Cummings now is starting to throw harder punches, Bob. He just landed a good body punch with a right hand over that block, but Mitch Green came back with 2 good left jabs.
At the point that Jumbo got through there, it seemed like Green was waiting on him, waiting for something to happen. I don't think that's his style at all. I don't think he should wait on this guy at all.
Mitch Green cannot walk in there because Jumbo's throwing those left uppercuts, and they're very effective.
Who is the tougher guy for you to spar with, Larry?
I think Jumbo was because of his awkwardness. Mitch Green is a stand-up boxer, and I don't have problems with too many stand-up boxers. But Mitch is really teeing off on Jumbo now. They just landed some good punches. Jumbo's in the corner. That's a place he don't want to be with Mitch Green.
In that series, there was at least 2 real good shots to the chin. Jumbo takes a pretty good shot, doesn't he, Larry?
Yes, he does. He takes a very good shot. Mitch Green takes a good shot also.
I don't know what that was. Larry Hazard looked at him and said, hey, what are you doing there? This is football. Jumbo played a little bit of football, too.
Yeah, he lift weights, too. That's probably what he thought he was doing. Mitch getting hit with good punches inside there, Bob. Let's show you. Don King always puts on a good show on Don King Sports and Entertainment Network, Bob. I'm glad to be here in the Meadowland with him.
That's what I'd like to see him do more, is slide around and be lightning with that left hand by the time Jumbo comes back, not be there.
This is what he got to do, Bob. He got to stay on the outside and use that jab and make Jumbo coming dizzy a little bit. Have him follow him.
I wouldn't suggest circling to the left, though. He could get into one of those right hands and be going right into the power. If I were him, I'd be circling around towards my right. Try to set up my own left so I can follow with the right. You think about those things, though, at all?
Oh, yeah, you think about that. You don't want to go to a guy's power. I always go both sides. Like when I fought Jerry Cooney, I didn't want to go to my right because that's going into his left. And so I kept him going. If I go into my right, it was only a little bit.
All right. Round 4 by the boards. Another good round. Let's go take a look into the locker room of S.D. Gordon. There he is in there, the cruiserweight champion of the world. Is he going to fight tonight? Talk to us, S.D. Can you hear us at all?
Probably can't hear us, Bob. He seems like he's cool, really relaxed and whatnot. But, hey, he got to fight. I don't know why he got his tie on. Well, this man got to fight. He just said, have all that off.
It's the first time I've gone in there and gone into the room and seen a fellow dressed up in a tuxedo. He looks good. All right, we've got a good one going here, too. Mitch Green, Floyd Jumbo Cummings. We're in the corner now with Jumbo. Let's see if we can pick up what they're saying there.
Come on. You can do it. Run them fast hands.
All right, coming up, round 5. Schedule 410 in the heavyweight division. Mitch Blood Green in the white trunks. Floyd Jumbo Cummings in the blue trunks. You never took a middle name as a fighter. You were known as the Eastern Assassin all the way through, but it was just Larry Holmes.
Yeah, that's the name my mother gave me, and I want to stick by it, you know. And I asked her before they start calling me Eastern Assassin, would she mind if they call me the Eastern Assassin, because she gave me that name, and I want to hang on.
Your mother gave you that? I never knew that.
Larry Holmes.
Oh, I knew that. Bob Sheridan here with the heavyweight champ, Larry Holmes. So glad you can be with us on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network.
Mitch got to watch on overhand right. He just got hit with an overhand right by Jumbo. He just
Run him off downstairs.
Bouncing off of Mitch like that. He got to use that jab, keep that left hand up a little bit higher.
Well, he carries that left so low. You were one of the few guys, you and Ali, that could get away with that because you just had the lightning. He's quick, but he doesn't have the kind of hand speed that you had, especially at this stage in his career.
Or the experience, Bob. You know, keep your hands down low, come with quickness, and it comes with the experience. And if you notice later in my career now, my hands are zoomed up a little higher now because I am not as quick as I used to be.
Give me that hook down on the screen.
Mitch Green trying to tee off on Jumbo. He shouldn't get caught in the corner over there. He's going to get himself in big trouble. Right now, Green is just sort of measuring him.
Jumbo standing in the corners, a lot of those punches not landing, but those jabs are getting in, and the points are being taken away from Jumbo because he is laying in the corner.
Come on, Blood. Get down. Get down. Dig it inside.
Nothing happening inside here at all in the infighting. There's a shot there, uppercut, and followed right back by an uppercut by Mitch Green.
Come on, Blood. Don't wait for him.
Jumbo, I see what you mean, Larry. He's awkward, but he's a guy that you have to keep an eye on, that's for sure. You can't fall asleep with him at all.
Blood off.
If you notice, Mitch Green's hair is all down in his face. Some of it is running in his eyes. That's a bad place for his hair to be because hair causes cuts, and Mitch Green hair is in his front of his eye. They should make him cut that hair off.
Don't do him, Blood.
If you notice, Jumbo Cummings lost his mouthpiece.
Both hands,
Bob.
Both hands, Blood. Both hands.
Yes, he did. Closing seconds now of round 5. This scheduled 10-rounder.
Rip it down in the body.
Mitch Green's left eye is kind of swollen now too, Bob, from them overhand rights. And that hair also being there over the top of the eye.
You had to give him advice and tell him to get his hair cut for these fights anyway, huh?
Yeah, Bob, he should get that hair off his eyes, get it cut.
All right, round 5. Another pretty good round, though. Green continues to build up the points, though, Larry.
Yes, Green, I got Green ahead. I got him ahead by a couple rounds, but he's still taking punches that he shouldn't take.
He called me in.
Step to this sucker. Step to this sucker, and you have no problem.
All right.
We're in the corner now with Mitch Green.
You're loose.
He'll present
You're okay.
Bobby Lewis in there. Talk to him.
Fine, right? Your blood, listen to me, man. Captain, you're loose. You're getting your hands off. All you got to do when you get close to you, you letting him rest. Don't let him rest on you. Wait a minute. Going into now. Don't let him rest on you. All right?
Very good.
Look ahead. All right? Don't let him rest on you. Blood, listen. Don't let him rest on you. When you get close, run your hands around in his body. Beat him around the body. You know the shot where we reach around and hit around in the spleen?
Go ahead.
Hit him around in the spleen around the body.
Very organized corner. That's your same corner, too. The same people that work with you.
Yeah, well, I got one of the guys anyway in there. Bill Present, he works with me. But Bobby Lewis, he don't work with me. But you got a very organized corner there.
Bobby Lewis very experienced in the corners. We come up to round 6 here.
Don't let him rest, Blood.
Big thing that they yelled in the corner there was, don't let him rest, Blood. And talk to Mitch Green and say,
Pop it
hey,
in his mouth.
keep going with that left. That way you won't be a victim of that wild right hand of Jumbo. Just keep that left going. When you hear them say now 3, they want him to follow up with a series of punches, 1, 2, 3.
Get him, Blood. Get him. There you are. Don't let him rest.
There's a good right hand get through that time.
Mitch is starting to land good punches, Bob, on Jumbo. But he got to be careful there because Jumbo is throwing punches, and he's throwing them from any way he possibly can throw them.
Step to him, Blood.
Jumbo's slick, though. He picks a lot of them off. Some of them, as you watch the monitor here and you folks watch at home, look like they're pretty good shots, but he's picking them off in the hand.
Rip it underneath there again.
Not to be mistaken by the fact that Mitch Green is definitely getting more leather through there.
Oh, yeah.
Rip it underneath there again, Blood. Don't let him rest now, Blood. Don't let him rest. Left hand. Come in his mouth.
Jumbo Cummings. Oh, a right hand scores. Green is able to absorb it, though.
This is what I'm talking about. Mitch gets lazy every now and then. He drops his hand. And Jumbo Cummings comes over there with a right.
Don't wait for him, Blood.
Jumbo throws body punches just to get Mitch to drop his hand. And then all of a sudden, he comes over with a right.
Step to him, Blood. Step right to him. Step right to him.
13 knockouts in his 15 wins for Jumbo Cummings. That's a high ratio of knockouts for fights. And you can see where they come from because he can be just coasting along with Mitch Green ahead, and all of a sudden, like a bolt out of the blue, comes that wild right hand.
Right behind you, Jay.
The guy his size and as strong and muscular as he is, you got to figure there's a lot of power when he does land it. He's not your classic fighter at all, really. As Larry described him, he is awkward, but he's slick.
Step right to him, Blood. Step right to him.
Mitch has got hit with 2 good punches in there, Bob. And this is what he cannot get lazy in there. He got to be on top. He got to know what he's doing at all times. This guy is a good puncher. With the belt, the muscles that he got, you can tell he can punch.
3 good series that time of 1-2 punches. Jumbo keeps taking that mouthpiece out. That's bad for two things. Not only can you get a broken jaw or broken teeth, but that mouthpiece helps absorb some of the blow when you are hit.
Yes, that cuts up your inside the mouth, Bob, when you don't have your mouthpiece in. And Jumbo, I'm expecting these mouths to be all cut up inside. If it's not, I'm very surprised. But he's doing that thinking that he can get more air, but if he learns how to use that mouthpiece, he can get just as much air.
All right, round 6 is history. We go over to the corner now of Jumbo Cummings. Be interested to hear what they have to say there. He's really fatigued, as you can see.
Overhand right, the motherfucker spit right over.
What the fuck you doing? You acting like you're losing the fight. Like you're losing the fight. You're losing the fight.
No. Got this fight on the way.
A little bit of the action from the round. That was that series of 3 flurries that Mitch Green had, and he scored about 3 good punches in that series.
See, Jumbo knows what he's doing now, Bob.
And spin him out of the way.
When Mitch throws the combination, right away Jumbo ties him up. Jumbo just said he got to fight all the way now. Let's see if he can do that.
Let's go, blood.
Well, he's got to really pick up the pace, because I have him, I don't know if you would agree totally, but as we go to round 7 here, I have Cummings only winning 1 round.
Well, I don't give him too many more than that, Bob. I don't know if I give him that, but let's see what happens. We're not the judges, and I see they can score a fight. At least they say they can.
Well, there's one thing, whether they can or they can't, they will be.
Yeah.
Green, the reason why I have him so far out front is because he just continued to throw a lot of punches. He's landed many more punches, although some of the heavier blows in the fight have been landed by Jumbo Cummings, especially back there in round 2, where the surprise right hand came from no place and really tagged, and I thought had Green stunned. In the 4th round, he nailed him again, but Green really absorbed the punch extremely well. We're in round 7, scheduled for 10.
Jumbo now is not doing anything. He's just taking jabs. He said he was going to fight a little harder this round, Bob, but he haven't shown no evidence of that.
Well, this is the stage 2, Larry, as we've mentioned before. When you see a guy with those heavy, thick muscles, fatigue begins to set in around the 6th or 7th round. He was really sucking wind there in between rounds. Here in the 7th round, he's just really not doing anything.
You know, big guys, you know, with all that bulk and the weight, don't really have the stamina to go.
Mitch Green has a body that he could put on a little bit of weight. He's got the long muscles, and he's not too bulky. He's really slender, and he still weighs 219. So he's going to be a good prospect. He's got a little bit more learning to do, as Larry pointed out. He's got to learn to keep that left hand a bit higher, and he's got to learn to circle a bit more, get a little bit more movement on the feet.
I think Mitch Green got a good weight now, Bob, because if he gains too much weight, he's going to lose stamina. And, you know, like George Foreman, all them big guys like Jerry Cooney, they didn't have the stamina, really.
Let's go, blood.
One of the real big guys that you fought that had those heavy sort of muscles and tall and a lot of weight was Kenny Norton. And there's a guy that, well, of course, for that fight, it was a title shot that time for both of you, and it was an unbelievable contest. That's perhaps the best fight that I've ever had the pleasure of calling.
Kenny Norton fought guys that, he fought guys hard that he didn't like. Me, he didn't like me, he didn't like Ali. And so, you know, he really pushed himself to do what a lot of people didn't really expect him to do.
Closing seconds now, round 7. It's all over. Another pretty good round for Mitch Green. We're going to try and get over to the corner, rather the locker room, where Jesse Burnett is. We'll switch over there. And there's the shot into Jesse's locker room. Very cool and calm as everybody in there.
He don't have a tie on, Bob.
No, he doesn't. He came to fight. That's Jess Reed working with him. Jess is also the manager of Roger Mayweather, whom last month people missed a great fight if they weren't watching the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. We had the pleasure of calling that championship fight, and what a great fight that one was. And we're expecting this cruiserweight fight with this man, Jesse Burnett, and S.T. Gordon to be a humdinger of a fight, too. Of course, when you have championship fights, the celebrities come out. There's Ronaldo Snipes, a guy that surprises us by his presence here, doing a lot of fighting for Don King. We'll see more of him. He surprised you one night, too, Larry, didn't he?
No, not really.
You thought he had that kind of power, didn't you? You surprised him back in a hurry, though. Of course, I'm referring to the time that Larry was cruising along, and out of no place, all of a sudden he was knocked down, but showing the true heart of a champion that the great champ Larry Holmes is, and not just because he's sitting here getting off the canvas 3 or 4 times in his career to knock out his opponents, which is really the true measurement of a great champion. Anybody can go when things are going good. And right now things are going good for Mitch Green in here against Floyd Jumbo Cummings.
Get in closer. Step in with it. Step in with it. Lead him as he coming.
Jumbo's landed a good uppercut on Mitch that time, but part of it was blocked, though. He can't stay there. He got to stay busy. That's what he got to do. That's what he's doing. Stay busy.
Best exchange of the fight. We'll let you watch it. Mitch just trying to pour it on, coming right at him.
Well, he poured a little bit over here on the side, Bob. I got wet.
You never want to wear a white tuxedo at ringside, I'll tell you that.
Let's go, Brian. Let's go.
Referee Larry Haslip, third man in the ring, telling the fellas to watch their heads. I'd hate to see a fight that's cruising along, going very, very well, to be ended by a headbutt that could end the fight, cause a disqualification.
See what Mitch did, he just threw a lot of punches. Now he's kind of rested a little bit, but he's resting wrong. He should be on the outside, circling a little bit, just taking his time. Now he's resting. You're not throwing it. Both guys are just taking it easy. You can't punch yourself out in the fight, especially when you got a couple rounds to go.
Jumbo's doing really nothing right now. He's just sort of hanging around there waiting for Mitch Green to come at him. And as he waits for him, Mitch Green obliges by coming at him. Neither one of these fighters has real good foot movement, side-to-side movement at all. It's causing Cummings trouble because he's being hit a lot. For him, he should be circling around to his left. The other guy, Mitch Green, should be circling away from the right-hand power.
Cummings took his mouthpiece out again, Bob, and threw it down. He's going to get popped one time like that.
I'm surprised that Larry Haslip hasn't stopped him from doing that. A lot of places, they really don't like you taking that mouthpiece out. If he gets knocked out, that's one thing, but they want it in there. And the purpose, of course, is twofold. One, to absorb the blow and protect the teeth.
I don't think Larry has seen this time, seen him taken out, because the mouthpiece still lays on the canvas.
That's right.
And he hasn't taken his throw it on the side yet.
Do it again. Shoot again, Blood.
That is round 8. It's all over. And again, Mitch Green just continues to pile up the old points.
Blood, this guy can't even read, Blood. This guy cannot do nothing.
They asked me for penicillin today.
Blood, listen. This guy, you letting him rest. Don't let this guy rest on you. Don't let this guy get no rest.
Got a replay for you to show you the real flurry, the fast flurry that took place. This is some of the best action in the fight. Slowed down, it doesn't look that dramatic, but when it was happening, it all happened in a hurry. And Mitch Green landing most of the punches. Different angle of it. And you can see the amount of shots that Mitch Green is landing around that head and also to the body of Floyd Jumbo Cummings. In the corner of Jumbo, and he's really, really trying to suck the wind in. That's why, of course, Larry's spitting that mouthpiece out.
Yes, it is.
All right, here we go. Round 9, scheduled for 10. As far as I can see, Jumbo would have to knock out Mitch Green to win this one, and I don't know if he has the stamina to do it. Mitch Green needs a few more of those flurries that we showed you the replay of in between rounds, and he has this one pretty much sewed up. Of course, my scoring is unofficial. That's where we're coming to you from.
There you are, Blood. Come now. Get back to her. Right. Right, there you are. Right.
Jumbo going to the body and then gets wild with the left hand. Gets through with the light left that time, but his punches just haven't really taken a toll on Mitch at all. He's hit Mitch twice with two, especially back in the second round, a good right hand, and again in the fourth round, and it just didn't do anything to him at all. And I would say that was as good a shot as he could throw. Here in the ninth round, it's highly unlikely he'll be hurt by Mitch Green.
Turn him when you throw.
Mitch Green goes all out, Bob, and this is what I like about him. He gives it all he got every round, and Jumbo's coming to start to take it.
Double stick that left, double stick it.
Remember another thing, neither fighter has been down, neither fighter has really been visibly shaken. But if Jumbo stays in the corner, he's going to be shaken pretty soon.
I think Mitch hurt him with a good right hand, straight right hand to the body. Jumbo fell back in the corner.
Upper body movement.
Coming up to 120 remaining in round 9. I see what you mean now. Again, you see him arranging his hair. You can get tagged when you're doing that. You don't want those kind of distractions. Ooh, there's a right hand. Let's see if he can follow up.
That's what we're talking about, Bob. Moving his hair. When he moved the hair, he got hit with a right hand over it. And he can't stay still. He's kind of shaking up now. Jumbo got him. Shaking up.
The heavier blows in this fight have been landed by Jumbo, but he hasn't been able to follow up.
On that pony, on that pony.
See, Mitch is getting hit with jabs, so you can still see that he's not all the way.
He's not all the way back for sure.
He's hurt.
Jumbo should really attack now. Jumbo never should be waiting like this. He's giving his man a chance to recuperate. Now
There you are, stick it.
Jumbo's going all the way out too with that right hand. He's not really sure if Mitch is hurt or not.
Mitch is get kind of sloppy at this stage here. He's been tagged hard. There's no question about it, and it took a big effect. You see him continually go pushing his hair back. As Larry pointed out when he first saw him, he should do something about that hair. Round 9.
He should get a ball head, you know.
He doesn't want you calling him the acorn, Larry. We'll give that round to Cummings to see if we can even it up a bit here, but it's going to take more than that one for him to win.
Listen to me. You know what I want?
Watch the good shot. We're going to show you the replay of it. Bang! And you see, he really has his legs rubberized here, but Jumbo just doesn't really follow up on it. Here's the other angle of it. It really takes a toll on him, but he stops there. He doesn't really pour it on.
He should have, because he came back and landed 2 or 3 left jabs, real good left jab, and Mitch didn't even do anything. Like Mitch was just sitting there, standing there, like he was in a daze.
Huh? Pony, Captain. Up, right? Let's go. Get up. Get up. Blood. I need that pony.
All right, we're coming up to the 10th and final round of the contest.
Give me that pony, baby. Give me that pony. Give me that pony, baby. Give me that pony, baby.
Mitch Green trying to stay away a bit. Floyd Jumbo Cummings looking for the opportunity to land another right hand, but he's got to do something because we have it unofficially Green way out in front in the fight.
What Bobby Lewis telling Mitch to do is stay on the outside. He won the fight, so don't take any chances. Just stay on the outside. Get on that pony.
I need that pony, blood. I need that pony.
This is when it is very important to use the head as well as the fist. They know in the corner that they've got the fight won. All he's got to do is just continue to let the left hand go out there and stay away from his man.
Need that pony. Now stick him, now double stick. Right, there you are. He'll be there. Turn him, blood, turn him, turn him. I need that pony, blood. I need that pony with a stick. Put it together and whip the pony. Right, whip the pony, baby, whip it. Whip it on the pony.
You hear that's Bobby Lewis in the corner saying, get on the pony. That means get on your horses and get out of there. Halfway through round 10.
Right, use the whip while you're on the pony.
Thing that surprises me, I know he's fatigued, but Jumbo really hasn't attacked as much as I thought he would, although he landed the right hand there.
Yeah, because Mitch is on the outside and staying away from him. Jumbo got to work his way in. But he got to work his way in a little fast. He got to go for broke if he want to win this fight. I only give him about 3 rounds.
Right. Ride the pony block. With a stick. With a stick. With a stick. With a stick. Right, ride the pony now. Ride the pony, baby. Ride it, baby.
That's the corner. You hear them keep yelling, ride the pony. They just want him to stay away. He's got enough points. There's some movement there.
Ride the pony, blood. Ride.
It's sloppy movement because he's fatigued. That's what he should be doing, sticking and moving. Scored a right hand because of the movement, Larry.
That movement like that gives you that rhythm. And that's what you need. You need rhythm when you box.
I always know when you're really getting ready to go after a guy because I can just see it in your eyes and your hands start moving and you know that you're moving in for the kill. Coming up to 10 seconds remaining.
When I do that, Bob, I'll be getting tired of the guy, so I'll be going to take him out.
And you can do it, too. No, who can say anything different? This fight's all over. A good fight for Mitch Green. We'll wait for the official scoring on it. A real tough fight all the way. And I'd say a good boxing show for Mitch Green. We were able to see a couple of things he needs to do, Larry. And, of course, Jumbo, his record, we're assuming that they're going to give Green the decision here. And I don't see how it would go any other way. But stranger things have happened. So before I say too much more and get myself in real trouble, I better wait for the official announcement here.
Have you been wrong before, Bob?
Once, I think.
I've never been wrong myself. At least I won't admit that anyway.
Coming up, of course, the Cruiserweight Championship of the World, S.T. Gordon and Jesse Burnett. We're waiting for the official scoring here. We're also going to have a 6-round middleweight fight for you. James Dorsey and Earl Ayers. 2 young middleweights. Dorsey is 3-0 and Earl Ayers his professional debut. So we've got a lot of boxing before this evening's over on the Don King Sports and Entertainment Network. Larry Holmes and myself are glad that you're here.
It's okay.
Put his drawer back.
Just waiting for that decision. Again, it's the 5-point supplementary scoring system to the round system. All right, let's go up to the ring announcer for the official decision.
The winner by unanimous decision, Mitchell Blood Green.
No surprise to us, Mitchell Blood Green, the winner on a unanimous decision. His record moves to 12-0. Floyd Jumbo Cummings, his record drops to 15-4. We're going to be talking to Greg Page very shortly. Of course, Greg Page is coming off a big win over Frazier last week. And, Greg, we're going to be working with this camera over here, so I know the fans want to get a close look at you. Tell me a little bit about that contest you had last week.
Well, it was a very good fight, and I took my time and done what I had to do to win. You know, it was bored between rounds and during the fight, but, you know, I came along and done real well win the fight for unanimous decision.
Did you say you were bored in between rounds?
Well, no, the people were getting bored with the fight because he lay back on the ropes and wait a while, but, you know, it had its spares with a little action, but I did what I had to do to win.
That's all you have to do at your stage. I know that you'd love to get a title shot. How far down the line is that for Greg Page?
Well, you know, I had the fight taped, and I listened to some statements Larry Holmes made, and he said I'd be ready for him within a year, but You know, he has said that before. Other fighters have said that before to keep him to avoid me. But I'm very close to a championship fight. You know, I'm number one contender now, and he can't go around me. The only thing he can do is use politics on me, and that's about it. But other than that, I will be ready for a title shot.
Of course, the big thing, the older Larry gets now, if you had to wait another year, would really work in your favor, providing he'd give you a title shot.
Well, you know, it doesn't make any difference, but I'm not waiting another year for it. You know, either he out the fight or either he gets stripped. But it's like this. It's time for him to start fighting the ranked fighters and stop fighting, you know, just those anybody's.
Let me comment on some of this, Bob, because I think Greg Page have a lot of talent. I feel that he is a contender. That's all he is. You can put him in the barrel, shake him up, and pull any one of them out that you want to pull out. I watched the fight the other day. I feel that he's still got a lot to go yet, you know. And like he said with Michael Doak, it might be a paper champion, but he admitted when he fought Jimmy Young that he wasn't ready for a title shot. So if he's number one contender, we'll fight him, we'll knock him out too. No different.
Larry, I'm going to give Greg a last chance because you've got a microphone that he hasn't, so I'll give you one last chance, Greg, to say whatever you want.
Well, you know, I'm not getting into a debating contest with Larry Holmes. I'm not trying to win a popularity contest, but it's like this. Eventually, he will have to fight me, or either he has to retire. So it's like this, you know. It's all a little sweet story. Either we fight or either we not. That's about it.
All right, that's Greg Page for you. And you can't do much more than say what he said there. He knows what he wants to do, and he will get a shot, I'm sure, sooner or later. We thank Greg for being with us.